Greetings everybody, and welcome to our next video on cross products. So what we have in this problem is that a mechanic is using a 12-inch wrench to turn a bolt. The wrench makes a 30-degree angle with a horizontal. So the question is, if the mechanic applies a vertical force of 10 pounds to the wrench, what is the magnitude of the torque about the point P? So let's jump in and see how we can do this problem. All right, so what we have set up in this problem, we have a force of 10 pounds that's going vertically. And so our force vector is just going to be a negative 10J. Now for our lever arm, what we see that we have actually 12 inches, but now we want our final value to be in foot-pounds. And so we need the length of our lever arm to actually be in feet. So 12 inches, we're really having a lever arm that's just going to be 1 foot. And so what that means, if we're writing out what the vector will be for our lever arm, we have 1 times the cosine of our angle, 30 degrees in the I direction, and then plus 1 times the sine of 30 degrees in the J direction. And so what this gives us for our lever arm is a √3/2 in the I direction, and a 1/2 in the J direction. So now coming to our torque, we remember that our torque is actually given by our force cross our lever arm. And so in this case, that's going to be a negative 10J that we're crossing with a √3/2 I and a plus 1/2 J. And so what happens in this case, we can distribute that. So we have a negative 10 times a √3/2. And so that's going to give us a negative 5√3 in the J cross I direction. And then a minus 5 in the J cross J direction. But remember that J cross J is just going to be 0. Now, if we come to our cyclic permutations, we remember that I cross J is going to be K. Our J cross K is going to be I. And then finally, our K cross I is going to be our value for J. And so in this case, since we have a J cross I instead of an I cross J, what that means is it gives us a negative. So a negative gives us a positive √3 times K. So now if we're looking for just the magnitude of that, so the magnitude of our torque is going to be 5 times the √3, which is going to be approximately 8.66025438, and our units, because we did the conversion, is in foot-pounds. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next problem. Take care.